Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name's Narwhal, and I'm here with Kyle.
That's me.
How's it feel to be here?
How's it feel to be Kyle?
No, just to be here on PIMS. Does it feel like an honor that I let you in the studio
Thanks
here?
for letting me in. Yeah, thanks for,
Yeah, because I'm kind of the dictator here.
The ringleader.
And I only let Kyle in here because I'm such a nice person.
You even let
Not
me off
because
my leash,
he's the
too.
co-host
Yeah.
that the fans think is way hotter because every time we post a photo of him, it gets more likes. I still get hurt about that every time we post it.
Well, it's like...
Okay, I don't.
But is that still...
It's just kind of nice. It's actually nice because in my head, I'm like, all right, we've had 3 posts that maybe haven't done as well. but if the next one is a picture of Kyle, I'm like, that's easy bunch of likes.
Nah, I'm just the pretty face.
Yeah.
But not really.
We should objectify you.
What?
Because you're not really supposed to objectify women.
Oh, yeah.
That's not cool.
No, but it's cool to objectify
But
guys.
you can objectify your friends.
Oh, yeah.
All you want.
I objectify all my friends.
Yeah.
You're just an object to me.
Yeah.
You're an empty body.
You're not even an object to me. You're more of like what are those things? NFTs? Those new things. You're like pictures, a virtual currency. It's like you're not really useful in real life, like tangible sense.
Yeah, you're right.
But in terms of putting your face on a screen for digital likes, you're really useful.
Thanks. That means a lot. That's probably one of the nicest things you've ever said to me.
You could put that on your resume for like modeling agencies.
Like only good on screen.
I'm like, yeah, you're good digitally, just not in person.
Like you'll see me and be like, oh, what's that? And then you take my picture and you're like, whoa, we got something here.
Yeah. Fun fact: Kyle actually doesn't look like how you guys see him.
Yeah.
He has this weird ability where his face changes when it gets recorded.
Yeah, I turn into like pretty Squidward.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Kyle actually looks like Rico.
Rico from Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what you look like.
Yeah, definitely.
Now,
also someone in the comments thought that I was taller than you. And
yeah,
that made my day.
Stupid.
And I replied saying I am taller than you.
And then they responded saying like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, I'm taller than John.
Yeah,
correct.
Guys, just a rule of thumb: anything Kyle says in a comment is 99.5% sarcastic.
But how are they supposed to know that it was you or me? You know?
Well, exactly. They don't. So
they
could have thought it was me saying you are taller than me.
Well, it was you. There's no way to prove it.
Oh yeah.
Other than there's no way to prove it.
There's no way to prove it.
I can edit this.
Yeah. Now, I had a little bit of a rant.
Okay.
Actually, not even a rant. More of a feeling, like a very specific feeling that I was in the shower and a light bulb went off, and I was like, I have to talk about this because I think this is really relatable.
So it's a shower thought.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
I really hate people that I came up with the term pre-leavers. Pre-leavers. And what a pre-leaver is when you're in any group setting, whether you're at... So I just want to say, I thought of this in terms of the golf setting, not because I ever felt like this happened, but more because I realized like this is an event. This is the type of thing where pre-leavers could arise.
Okay.
So if you're out to dinner with your friends, or if you're playing golf, or if you're in a store like shopping, pre-leavers are when one person in the group is like last to do something just by chance.
Okay.
Like maybe they got their food later, or maybe they're the last one out of the order of like golfing. And it's when like you're not quite done yet, but everyone else in the group is like ready to go or to move on.
Okay.
And then you feel disconnected from the group because although they're still there, you can just tell that they're like kind of ready to get the fuck out of there.
They're waiting for you.
And like, yeah. And I was thinking, when you're like about to swing, if you can just sense, it's not even like a direct thing. It's more of like a subtle feeling that your friends are like gravitating towards the golf cart or walking away. Or if you're eating and like they all get their wallets out and like get ready to pay.
That's a bad feeling.
Like,
you feel rushed.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say, don't be a pre-leaver because it's not cool. And if you're the last person, it's not a good feeling. But I also have to say I'm a big pre-leaver.
Are you? I'm trying to think if like
the reason I thought of this is because the other day we went to Dick's Sporting Goods to get some golf stuff.
Oh, we left Willig.
And I was a pre-leaver. I went to go check out, and then I was like, I've been here for a while. Like, I thought that if I went to check out, maybe it would speed up Willig's process.
Mm-hmm.
But
But we all checked out though. That's a different situation, I feel like, because Willig was just taking forever. We were all done, and we stood outside for another 5 to 10 minutes waiting for him, and we're like, okay, at this point, I don't know when he's gonna show up.
Yeah, so you think that's a valid thing to do?
I think that was a valid pre-leave, and we also said like, hey, we're gonna go get a table at a restaurant.
Okay.
And then he ended up getting there before we even got to our table, so it all worked out.
Okay. So yeah, I guess that doesn't really fit, but that just reminded me, because there have been times where like this happens a lot at mini golf. If you're the last one in the group, you're like not even like you probably still have 2 or 3 hits left before you're gonna get it in, and all the other people are done, and they're like kind of meandering their way to the next hole, and you're like, dude, like I don't even feel like I'm part of the group right now.
Exactly. No, I hate that shit. I hate when people do that. And it's same with like if you're on a hike and you got to tie your shoe and everyone just keeps walking, and you're like, fuck you, except you got that one friend that waits back for you.
Yeah.
I pride myself on being a stayer, because I don't like that feeling of being left behind, and I know what that feels like. So I try. Sometimes I might pre-leave. I'm sorry if I ever do to any of my friends, but I try my best to linger and make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I try to do that too. Particularly, I think I learned it because like in my family growing up, my dad and sister are the most impatient people ever, and it's like my sister and dad are like very similar, and my mom and I are very similar. And my mom, if we're leaving a restaurant as a family or something, and she has to like go to the bathroom, my sister and dad don't give a fuck. They just like leave and start walking away. And I'm like, my mom probably would feel bad because then she walked by herself. So I'm going to wait for my mom.
Yeah.
And then when I was younger, she would tell me like, thanks for waiting. And I realized as a young buck, no one likes the pre-leavers.
Exactly. Well, now speaking of buck, this is going to be completely off topic, but it reminded me of a time that my mom yelled at me.
About bucks?
Well, it'll make sense.
Milwaukee?
No. So one time, so my mom is a very, very nice lady, and she's not a yeller, and she's not a like explosion person.
Very soft.
Like if you make her mad, you fucked up. Yeah. So
I don't think I've ever seen your mom even be like upset.
No, she doesn't. She's got very thick skin.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one time, I was the biggest I was such a bitch. I hate myself as a child. I'm the child that I look back on and I'm like, I hate everything about you. Like, you're picky, you complain about everything, like, you suck.
If you got one chance to pile drive them into the ground, but you knew it wouldn't cause any long-term damage to them, would you do it to your old self?
I needed a pile driving. Yes, 100%. And I would do it even if it would hurt me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, anyways, self-love. So one time we were in this mall, and I was like complaining that I didn't want to be in the mall because my sister wanted to get something. And every time my mom and my sister are in the mall, specifically my sister, they just take forever. And I don't want to be the little kid that's just walking around like, oh, I've got to go to this store and this store and this store. And then I was complaining. I was like, I just want to go home, Mom. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And she just grabbed me and she's like, Kyle, I don't give a fuck. Or like, I don't give a shit what you have to say. Buck up. And I was like, whoa.
Damn, she said that's how she worded it.
She said, I don't give a shit what you have to say. Buck up. And I was like, whoa.
Oh shit.
That was I needed to buck up. And
did it work? Was that the first time where you really got bucked up?
I think it really caught me off guard, and I was like, whoa. Because usually if that happens, that sets me in straight. I'm like, okay, my bad.
I'm about to buck up, all right?
Now I'm sure I had a bad attitude after that, but in my head I was like, I'm in the wrong here.
Yeah. Yeah, things like that when you're little where like you kind of get your shit like what's the term? Your shit given to you?
You got it. No, yeah.
What's it called? Your shit straightened
handed to you?
There's a term for that.
Yeah. Get your shit handed to you.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But like when that happens to you as a kid, you get like, well, a lot of kids will start crying.
Mm-hmm.
Did you cry? Or did you just toughen up?
I was probably in middle school.
Oh, so too old to cry?
A little old to cry, I think.
Yeah. So, like, it sucks when that happens. And it's happened a couple times to me. But then, like, I feel like it sticks with you.
Definitely.
For, like, the rest of your life.
I mean, it's definitely a joke in my family. Like, we say it all the time.
Buck up?
Yeah. Like, if I ever complain about something, they just tell me to buck up. Yeah. I'm like, well, you're right.
I like that. Buck could be your nickname when you're a bitch.
Buck?
Buck the bitch.
Buck's not like a bitchy name though. Buck is like, I'm Buck.
Yeah, Buck's hunts for bucks.
Buck squats like 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of hunting and other extreme, well, is hunting a white activity?
Well, it's like primitively everyone hunted.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say
like,
the act of
commercial
shooting a
hunting,
gun at wearing camo and shooting a deer, that's
I'd say
pretty white.
prominently white.
Prominently white, yeah.
So basically, Kyle and I found a quiz that is basically a test to see who's the whitest. So we're gonna take this test and we're gonna find out who is the whitest of us two.
Great.
Now, keep in mind, this is a BuzzFeed quiz.
So it's 100% accurate.
It is really trashy and not trashy. It's just trash.
It's also from 2014.
Yeah. So, and a lot of the comments, like you can leave comments and there's 700 comments and almost all of them are saying this is an embarrassing quiz, even for BuzzFeed. And then not like, I think it'll be entertaining, but I think their point is that a lot of these questions, some of the questions don't fit as like a white thing.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that people do.
Well, I mean, even the first question, I don't see how that's white.
What's the first one?
Have you ever felt bad for Lindsay Lohan?
Oh, I think that would make sense to me because it's. I think
white people feel bad for her?
I think it's like if you're white, you're more likely to feel bad for like a privileged white person who's going through something when like they're extremely privileged already. So why would you feel bad for them?
Okay, that makes sense.
That's how I interpreted that.
I see. Okay, yeah, I have felt bad for her.
Well, is she the one who's locked, or is that Britney Spears who's locked into a contract?
Britney Spears. Lindsay Lohan, she's had issues with drugs.
I have felt bad when I saw that interview clip with David. Was it David Letterman?
I think it was David Letterman. I was about to say that. Yeah, that was fucked up.
That was the first time I felt bad for her, and it was recently. So in this case, yes, I have felt bad.
How white of you? Have you ever felt bad for Taylor Swift? No.
No, not at all.
No, I feel bad for whoever she wrote songs about.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, some of them must have been bad people, but they couldn't have all been that bad. I don't know.
I wonder if she writes her own music, or if there's just a team that's like, hey, Taylor.
I think she does write her own music. Or I don't know about anymore.
It'd be way cooler if she did.
Yeah, okay, so.
Also, just to clarify, this is going to be a competition. So basically, however many boxes Kyle and I check, like whoever checks more of them is whiter.
Right.
And we're doing this because last episode, Kyle had a realization of how white his skin was. Mm-hmm. And as I was editing, I was like, there's got to be some quiz for this.
So now we're going to find out our internal whiteness.
Exactly.
We have our external whiteness.
Okay, so have you felt bad for Taylor Swift?
No.
No. Okay, have you felt bad for Conan O'Brien?
Why would I feel bad for Conan O'Brien? Is there something to feel bad about?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nick Lachey?
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
No, I don't feel bad for him.
Okay. Have you ever referred to Meryl Streep as, quote, the best?
No, that is very white, though. White people love Meryl Streep.
I think I have, just in passing. It's like, oh, yeah, Meryl Streep, like, she's the GOAT, or she's great, or she's the best.
I think it's just been something I've known. I've just never declared it.
Yeah.
Like, she is, yeah.
But, like, she's pretty great. She's I'm
trying to think of, like, but I'll be honest, I'm trying to think of 2 movies she's been in. The only one I can think of is Sound of Me, what's the one where where they're in Greece? Oh,
Greece.
Man. No.
Greece.
No. They're in Greece, the country Greece, and it's the singing movie, Sound of Music.
Hairspray.
No. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, it has Amanda Seyfried in it. Wow, someone's yelling at me in the comments.
Oh, is that when John Travolta was younger?
No,
and he was
John Travolta's not in that movie.
What's that?
That's Greece.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, she's not in Greece.
So there's a famous movie where they're in Greece?
Yes, the country.
Is it a
Greece.
Musical?
Yes, it's a musical. That was also the word I couldn't think of. Musical. I was gonna say instrumental. Instrumental.
That instrumental movie was sick.
Yeah. What? No. What is that?
Well,
hold on. This is pissing me off.
Do you want me?
Mamma Mia. It's Mamma Mia. She's in Mamma Mia.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, I don't know what she's in. Maybe that's bad, but I'm just not a movie guy.
She's in The Post. She's in this recent one called I Care a Lot.
Never seen.
She's in.
Like, what's her most famous role?
Well, I think Mamma Mia she's pretty famous from.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Meryl Streep. Now the movie nerd in me is just coming out, and I'm just curious in her movies. Devil Wears Prada, The Giver, Mamma Mia. I'm just reading the ones that we have even heard of. Julie and Julia.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of these movies, but
yeah, I mean, she's an older lady now, so a lot of them were back in the day.
exactly. So I don't refer to her as the best, to be honest. Okay, next one. Have you ever yelled Wilson like Tom Hanks in Castaway on more than one occasion? 100%.
100%.
Absolutely, I have.
Okay. Have you ever discussed Adam Sandler's movie career?
Obviously, everyone has though. That's not a white thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I think people that aren't white still find some of his movies funny. Is that not true?
I think he's
they're
pretty
generally
universally
expected
loved.
like a funny guy.
He's universally loved, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, you go.
Have you ever done the Top Gun high five and called it the Top Gun high five? I don't
even know what that is.
I've never seen
Oh,
Top
is that
Gun.
I think that's the thing where you go like that and then that.
Oh, really? Miss me high, hit me low?
I think that originated from Top Gun.
Damn, that's sick. Well, no, I've done that plenty of times, but I didn't know it was a Top Gun high five.
Wait, now I want to know.
Have you seen Top Gun?
I have, but we watched it in high school for some reason. Oh, okay. Well, you can see right there, it's not quite that they hit on the backside. It's just like a swinging high five.
A big follow through. So no, I haven't done that.
I have not done that.
Okay.
Have you had an argument over a boy band?
I've argued. I think it was you that didn't know which boy bands were which, and I was like kind of upset that you didn't know. I wouldn't say
you were
argued.
teaching me about whether the NSYNC guys were the Backstreet Boys guys and who's who.
Which one JT was in.
That was kind of an argument.
Okay, yeah, I'll count that one, I guess.
Have you ever YouTubed Ace of Base and then listened to several Ace of Base songs?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. All right.
You ever listened to John Mayer while hooking up with someone?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. I don't think I have, but John Mayer is a great singer.
I mean, I think I have at one point hooked up to country music, but who's to say?
Is he a country singer?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
John Mayer?
I don't really.
Is he one of the most famous country singers on the planet?
I don't think of him as a country singer.
Whoa, what do you?
I thought he's just like a kind of acoustic, like. I guess that's. I don't know. Maybe.
Like you might be right. I would just be mind blown.
Genre his music even is.
An American singer songwriter. Yeah, it doesn't really.
Yeah, I think of him just as singer dude. I don't know.
Wait, let's see what it says.
He's the one that's like, your body is a wonderland. Like that's not a country song.
As a good blues musician.
Okay. He's a little bluesy, I guess.
I don't know. I think that just blows my mind because for some reason I always thought he was like a country guy. Because I thought if you went to Watershed, that big festival, I thought like, oh, John Mayer, like that's a big deal if he's there. But maybe that's totally not true at all.
You might be thinking of like Luke Bryan.
Well, yeah, yeah. Wow, I'm mind blown. Okay. So no for me.
No for me too.
Have you ever sang a Tenacious D song?
I don't know any of their songs, but I love Jack Black though. So
I don't even know what
Tenacious D
is.
Jack Black and I forget the other guy's name. It's their band.
Oh,
they named it
like good, or is it a
joke? They're well known. Yeah, it's like kind of a joke.
Okay,
but like it's their band. Like they take it seriously, but it's like it's Jack Black.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. And I think they're called Tenacious D because I saw this on Hot Ones or something that they were watching a basketball game and the announcers were talking about this guy playing Tenacious D.
That's awesome.
And he's like, that's an awesome band name, and that's what they named it.
That's hilarious.
Okay, have you ever drunkenly sang an Elton John song?
No. I feel like that's something you would do camping with your family if you had a couple beers in you.
I'd probably do it sober. I don't.
Does any Elton John song come to mind off the bat?
No, and that's what I'm confused about. Is like I definitely know Elton John songs, but I can't think of any out of the top of my head.
So if you can't think of the lyrics off the dome, you probably haven't.
Dude, I really don't think I'm that white. Or at least 20. I'm not 2014 white.
There's some down here. A lot of these right now are music related, but there's some others that I think will hit a lot of.
Okay.
Have you ever listened to Bewitched?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is either.
I don't know what that is. All right. Have you blasted a Jesse McCartney song while driving?
Definitely. Definitely when I was younger.
I have with my sister, probably.
You put Rebecca Black's Friday on a playlist.
Yeah, I definitely have done that
It's
at one point or
on
another.
some playlist, yeah.
Have you ever looked up the songs on a Now That's What I Call Music album?
Yeah, I was more of a Kids Bop guy, but now that's what I call music. I guess that's kind of the step above it, but I had some of those too.
Totally forgot about that. Like I remember Kids Bop.
I've got like Kids Bop 3 and 4, I think I have.
Isn't there like 85 of them?
There's so many of them. And yeah, they're all...
What even is the premise of that? They hire kids and then produce these like albums?
Yeah, it's all the people's famous songs. So it's like the popular songs of the year.
But
so I think I have one that it might be like Chris Brown, like Run It. And it's little kids singing the song. And then obviously there's swear words and there's other stuff. But they...
Do the kids swear?
No, they like change all the lyrics.
Oh.
So it all just sounds... It sucks. Don't get Kids Bop.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I call music.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
Okay, have you ever gone square dancing? Yeah, we had to in middle school. So, and then we had a square dancing like party, like a
Very
weekend
white.
thing.
That whole thing is very white.
Extremely. I actually never went to that though.
You
I never went to the
square
hoedown
dancing thing.
The hoedown. I never went to.
Wasn't it required?
No, not for the actual hoedown.
Oh.
I think my parents were gonna force me to go to it because they made my sister go to it, but I had a basketball game like every year, so I didn't end up going.
Nice.
But
who would you? Is there a girl that you wanted to go with?
No.
You don't have to say her name. There wasn't a girl you wanted to go to the hoedown with?
dude, no chance. I was so awkward. I didn't want to go because I didn't want to see anyone. I didn't.
Just wanted to avoid human.
I didn't want to see my friends. I was like, I don't. This is not me. Me in a cowboy hat dancing around, not me.
Dude, I'll never forget the hoedown because I went with the girl that I actually wanted to go with for once,
Nice.
as opposed to like the girl that I wanted to go with is usually taken by some other guy.
Did you throw down at the hoedown?
I kind of did.
You threw down?
I was in the teachers, the PE teachers kind of ran it because they taught us how to do the dances. And we were in like their demonstration group where they would like show the parents what we're about to do beforehand. And I was in that group.
Nice. I was in the assembly.
A gifted hoedowner.
Me and Jordan were in the assembly in 7th grade doing...
For what?
I remember each year, each class had... Like the 6th grade had a certain dance, 7th grade had a certain dance, 8th grade had a certain dance. And in 7th grade, me and Jordan were in the assembly, like doing our dance for whatever reason. Okay.
All right. Have you ever river danced?
I mean, isn't that like...
I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know.
No.
Have you ever gotten up to go dance because the Macarena came on? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Have you ever done the same for the electric slide?
100%.
I have, I think, but I don't remember how that dance goes.
I think it's I don't know.
Is that where you like slide and then clap and then you like go back and then clap and then left and then clap? And then
there
forward?
might even be some spinning in there too, like spinning to your left. I don't know. we learned a lot of line dances and stuff, and they all kind of blend together to me.
Yeah. Is line dancing and square dancing the same thing?
Well, line dancing, you're in a line. Square dancing, you're in a square.
But it's the same skill set, correct? It's the same moves?
I think line dancing's there's no partners really involved. Unless maybe there's
okay.
there might be some across the other, you know what I'm saying? Like across from you line dances.
Yeah,
but
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever fist pumped while dancing, what else am I going to do?
I don't have any other moves.
That's my best move, I think.
Yeah. Have you ever danced with glow sticks?
Yeah. I mean,
probably at a birthday party or something.
Yeah. Remember Jordan broke a glow stick in his lap at my birthday party one year.
Did he eat it?
No, but I remember he was really concerned it wasn't going to get off his clothes. I think he was worried his dad was going to get mad at him. And
did his dad get mad at him?
I mean, I wouldn't be happy if my kid showed up with glow stick on him. I'd be like, you fucking idiot. Why'd you break your glow stick?
Have you ever used spirit fingers? What's that?
Spirit fingers? Spirit fingers. Well, I just did, so.
Oh, I thought that was called like
jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
I think it's kind of the same deal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely used spirit fingers. Have you ever recommended an NPR podcast?
Nope.
I've recommended a lot of podcasts, not NPR though. If you are looking for a podcast to listen to, check out Peak to Middle School.
Yeah, there's this one There's this other one called PIMS podcast, which you might also like.
I've heard it's similar.
Yeah, it's really good. Check it out.
Nice.
They also have a Patreon at patreon.com/PIMS podcast.
Really?
Which I highly recommend because I'm a patron to them.
Nice.
And if you pledge $5, $10, or $15, you get a bunch of extra content, and it's super entertaining.
That's awesome. Are there feet on there?
Yeah,
I have a foot fetish.
Yeah, if you have a foot fetish, you're gonna love it.
Oh, cool.
So
good thing there's feet on there.
Yeah.
Only for $15.
Okay. Kyle, have you stopped everything to watch Downton Abbey?
No, but my mom used to record all of those.
Okay.
Have you ever compared yourself or others to someone from Friends?
No.
I probably have. that show, I watched it and then it was like,
Dude, Friends is like, I don't know what it is about Friends and The Big Bang Theory and That 70s Show. I guess That 70s Show is kind of funny.
I love That 70s Show.
But Friends and The Big Bang Theory are so trash.
It's the the laughs.
Everything I've seen from those shows are not funny at all to me.
Yeah, but you gotta like get to know the character kind of thing. Like people say that about The Office, and then they watch The Office all the way through and they think it's funny.
Yeah, it's more just like the way that they talk. Like it's not like what they're saying. It's just like they talk, and then the laugh tracks just don't do it.
Yeah, I don't like the laugh tracks. If I could remove that from That 70s Show, That 70s Show would be so much better. I love That 70s Show, but the laugh tracks are annoying.
I saw an edit on YouTube that someone did where they edited an episode of The Big Bang Theory, but they removed every single laugh track and just made it silent. So they say a line and it's quiet for like. You don't realize when you're watching how long they wait for the laugh track to end.
It's true.
Okay. Have you ever compared yourself or others to someone from Sex and the City?
I've never seen Sex and the City.
Me either.
As a kid, though, I was like, if I were to watch that, would it be hot because there's sex in the title? I always wondered that.
I think, that's
like,
always what I wondered
that?
too, but I never watched it.
Never tried it out. Have you ever made a life decision based on of one of those characters' lives?
No, not from any of those shows.
Not from those shows.
Have you ever wished you could be best friends with Jason Segel? Is it Segal?
It's Segel. Jason Segel. There's Steven Seagal and there's Jason Segel. Yeah, I looked up Jason Segel the other day because I didn't know how to pronounce it. I've never wished I was best friends, but I think him and I would get along.
Yeah, he seems like he would be a good friend.
Yeah, he could be a good friend. I don't know about a best friend though.
Yeah. It's hard to replace me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. With Jason. Well, yeah, I guess you are Jason kind of.
Yeah.
So, okay. Have you ever talked about how you are literally Liz Lemon?
Don't know who that is.
Don't even know what that means.
Have you ever laughed out loud to Monty Python?
Absolutely. The Holy Grail is goated.
I don't think I've laughed out loud. I watched the first one of those and I was like,
I laughed out loud when I was younger and saw it for the first time. Not that funny anymore.
Yeah. I saw this TikTok and they were like, laughing is so weird that something can make you happy enough to where a noise just comes out of you.
It's true.
And like, it's such a gross sound. Like, it's normal because everyone laughs and we've become accustomed to it. But think about if you just had like this thing and whenever you did a particular thing, it just was like,
I mean,
not that's what my
cats are like that. They just start purring.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird.
I think sometimes they purr like not just when they're happy though. Because like my cat's definitely been not happy. Like she's just bit me and she's purring. She might be happy. I don't know. Okay.
Do you think you could be really, really, really happy and not laugh? Or is laughing like a thing? Is this something we learn to do or you think it just happens naturally?
I think it just happens naturally.
That's so weird.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, because I mean, there's times that if I'm super, super happy, just about anything will make me smile or laugh. Like I'll find anything funny. If I'm just like on top of the world in that specific moment, anything will make me laugh.
Yeah. When I don't know if have I ever seen you when you're in the top of the world mode?
I'll let you know. It's been a while.
Okay. Have you ever seen the Blue Collar Comedy Tour?
No.
Nope.
Have you ever had a back and forth conversation using only quotes from Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby? Of course.
Yeah. Have you seen more than one Wes Anderson movie?
I don't know who Wes Anderson is.
You probably have.
Okay. Like what movies are that? Are those?
He has a lot of them.
Okay.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen multiple episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyways? Or Anyway?
No.
Yes, I have. You never seen that show?
What's that?
It's Drew Carey was like the host or whatever, and then it was Wayne Brady was one of the guys, and there's two other guys, and they would just do like a bunch of improv.
Like they would have so they're not like skits.
It wasn't like skit. I guess they would kind of do skits, but I think it was all like improv. And then I think
kind of impressive.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was pretty funny.
Have you ever watched bowling on television?
Who do you think you are? I am. Of course I have. Dude, that guy is a legend. And R.I.P. to his career. He just retired. He's not dead. I probably shouldn't take the R.I.P.
Bro, I actually sent Kyle a link to some of his like career highlights.
Dude, he's a beast.
And it's just him yelling at fans.
No, that was the same. That's what led up to the
No, but
Who do you
there's
think
clips
you
from
are?
like
I am.
other tournaments and
Oh.
stuff of him just yelling at people.
I guess, yeah, he takes his bowling real seriously.
Apparently.
And yeah, in the one where he was yelling at people, I don't know who he was yelling at because no one seemed like they were making noise or rooting against him.
I saw it. I think it was a kid. It literally was like a child, and he was screaming at the child for like making faces at him.
I mean,
What's that guy's name again?
I don't know. Fuck, man, Pete Weber.
Pete Weber.
Pete Weber.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, just type in Pete Weber bowling, and
Oh man,
you'll see.
he's a beast.
Okay, your turn.
Have you ever run up the steps like Rocky Balboa? I said Rocky.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that one more time. Have you ever run up the stairs like Rocky Balboa?
I mean, if they're talking about the steps in Chicago,
Philadelphia,
then no.
I've never been to Philadelphia. Actually, yeah, I have, but I didn't go to the stairs.
No, I have
So,
not
no, I
ran up
haven't.
that.
But have you ever run up the stairs and then just done this?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have either.
I've thought about it. Like, I feel like that would feel good to do. I've just never personally tried it.
Okay.
Have you ever been jealous of a member of the royal family?
Not recently. Man, Philip died.
But like, ever have you just thought it would be sick to be a prince and like not have to do anything?
Yeah, sure. I mean, wouldn't everyone?
Yeah,
Although it seems like there's a lot that comes with it, though.
that's true.
Okay, have you ever been jealous of Lauren Conrad? I don't even know who that is.
Nope. Have you ever said, "Geez, Louise"?
Absolutely. Have you ever said, "No way, Jose"?
Yep.
Yep.
Have you ever said, "Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs"?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever rode a unicycle?
No.
I've tried.
Okay.
I didn't.
Did
really,
you make it like? Could you move more than like a couple feet?
Not really. I was pretty young. I'm gonna count it though, because I tried.
Yeah. I hope they have one that says, "Have you ever rode a ripstick?"
Oh,
Because
exactly. Our
that would be
neighborhood.
fitting. Okay. Have you ever decided to go sailing and then went sailing?
I've never been sailing. I'd love to go sailing though. I don't know anyone with a sailboat.
Yeah, I don't know if sailing would do it for me.
My mom used to take my mom's or like my grandma used to force my mom to take sailing lessons as a kid.
Wow.
So she
So
learned
she
how to
could
sail
man
a
like a
little boat.
sailboat on her own?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about like now or like
Yeah.
a huge sailboat, but like a little tiny 2-person boat. Yeah.
Yeah. What would you do that thing where it's like a surfboard, but it has a
Parasurfing or what's that called?
Well, I don't know.
Windsurfing.
Yeah, basically. Would you try that?
Probably not. I feel like I'd just get pulled out to sea.
Yeah. Well, what about on a lake though? Or can you not do those on a lake?
I don't know. You need some
You need-
wind. I
Yeah.
don't know if we have enough wind here.
That's true. Okay. Have you ever gone fishing?
Of course. Have you gone fishing?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Like I've done it off in the lake next to my house, but I've never like gone on a fishing trip.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you owned a pair of boat shoes?
Yup.
I haven't actually.
That's impressive cuz like you're in terms of the Kyle stereotype, you do like have a lot of them in common.
Yeah,
You're not like those Kyles, but you can check a lot of the boxes.
definitely.
But that's good that you can't check the boat shoes because every time I wear those, I just feel like a frat guy.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I've never bought them. Wow, that was gross.
You haven't. People have noticed you haven't had as many voice cracks recently.
I'm maturing, turning into a man.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever owned a pair of New Balance shoes? Yeah, definitely.
I think when I was real little, I definitely did.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Martha's Vineyard?
No, I've heard of that. I don't know where that is.
I don't know what that is either, but it rings a bell.
Never been to it. Voted for Mitt Romney. I was not old enough to vote, but I would not have voted for him.
Yeah, no. Have you ever read a Nicholas Sparks novel?
Why do I feel like I have? Wait, is that
My mom has read a
wait.
bunch of Nicholas Sparks stuff.
is that the dude that wrote? He wrote like all the love stories, right?
I think there's a few people that are just really famous with like white moms and like
Yeah. Not a Nicholas Sparks guy.
yeah no.
Or reading.
Have you ever watched a dog show?
Yeah, I used to watch Animal Planet. In the morning, it was best. Oh, fuck, what was it called? Like World's Best Pets or All Star Pets or something. And it would just be like pet talent shows. It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, when I read it, I was thinking more of like a dog show, like the thing at Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
That's really fun to watch.
like the yeah
The dog competition.
yeah. And there's the
races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are you talking about the one where they throw the frisbee, or are you talking about the fancy dog shows?
I was talking about the fancy dog shows.
Okay, I've watched those, but there's also ones where they do like competitions for the dogs. Like, how far can your dog catch a frisbee?
Yeah.
And they jump into the pool. I love those.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever participated in a dog show?
Nope.
Never owned a dog.
That's actually really sad.
I know.
You gotta get a dog, bro.
I will at some
Just
point.
bring one home for Shim. Surprise him. Get a Great Dane.
That would totally work. I would love that. We would all be so happy together.
Yeah. That dog would eat more than you.
That dog would.
Like, you'd just be spending more money on the dog's food than your own.
You would
food.
eat my entire budget.
Okay. Have you ever put your dog in a hotel for dogs?
Never had a dog, but my dad does, and he has. So
That's
half
not
point.
you. I have never done that.
Okay. Taking a weekend ski vacation.
Yup. Yup. Have you ever uttered the words, "Ugh, I'm so pasty"?
I've definitely thought that. I don't know about like specifically pasty, but I'm gonna count it because of the amount of times I've just looked at my skin and been like, ugh, so white.
Yeah.
Ew.
Okay, I have not said it.
All right. Have you ever been like, I got a lot of freckles in the summer?
No.
Yeah, I have.
Do you get freckles?
I get a little more. I get some on my arms.
Okay.
I get some like higher up on my arms. Actually, it's kind of weird.
Okay. It seems like that's just one of those things that you claim like, oh yeah, dude, I got these freckles, but it seems like maybe you just had those the whole time.
No, I don't get as many as I used to. Back in the day, I had a lot of freckles as a kid, but not anymore.
Okay. Have you ever wore a t-shirt to the beach because you didn't put enough suntan lotion on the day before? This is a dumb question because anyone can get sunburnt.
Yeah, but super white people get burnt the most probably.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, I have.
Also, who puts on suntan lotion the day before?
No, it's because you're burned from the day before.
Oh.
100%.
Yeah, I've done that.
Most vacations.
When I was younger, like my family would go to Mexico a few times. Like I've probably been there 3 times, and I was such a fucking idiot. Every year, like I knew what would happen because it would happen to me the year before where I get there. I hate the feeling of sunscreen so much. Like I hate how oily I feel. So I was like, oh, first day, since I just got here, I'm just going to go out and I'll just put barely any on, but I'll just stay in the shade. That was my logic was I'll go out, but I'll stay under the cover so that I won't get burnt. And that
Can't
never
just stay in the shade the whole time.
It never worked.
Exactly. Isn't that kind of weird that we have to just rub all this white stuff all over our body to not get burned by the sun?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's like you think we would have adapted as humans better than that.
Well, I think maybe it's because lighter skinned people are from areas where they don't get as much sun.
Yeah, I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
But it is just
still
dumb.
it's pretty wimpy of us that we just get burned by the sun. Like,
yeah.
come on.
I've been watching the Blade movies, and I finished the 3rd one last night, and I didn't even know what that franchise was about, but apparently it's this guy who like hunts vampires, and I was just watching it, and like anytime the vampire gets like any daylight on them, they just like disintegrate. And I was like,
it's kind of how I feel in the summer sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of how some people are when they go in the sun, in which case the origin of vampires doesn't seem very creative.
Why?
Because a lot of people go out in the sun and they're out there for like an hour and then they get really burnt. And that's kind of the same as a vampire just bumped up a notch.
So all the people that avoid the sun, they turn into vampires. The people that are like become afraid of the sun, they are the vampires. They start sucking blood.
Howie from the Benchwarmers is a vampire.
Totally a vampire.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had a sunburn but knew it was going to be okay because that's how you tan? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I tan.
Have you ever gone tanning?
I've said I'm going tanning, but I just go burning. Yeah.
But like you've gone to a place to tan? Or just
sat
out? Well, I don't know. I guess this could just mean you go sit outside and like lay.
Yeah, last summer, I actively went out of my way. I said, I'm going to sit outside, and I would even read my book.
I remember you texted me because you're like, dude, I'm out here reading this book.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good times.
And
I was just like laying out with my shirt off, just trying to get tan so I wasn't so fucking white in the summer.
Nice.
I don't have anywhere to lay right now.
Yeah. I hate just like the thought of just laying and doing nothing is like not cool at all to me.
It's nice sometimes, but doing it every day, I did it for like a week and I was like, okay.
I don't need to just lay out here.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever said I can't or I don't tan? You definitely have said that.
Probably said that. I don't really tan. I do, but
last episode you said you do tan.
I do tan, but it's not. It's because it's after I burn.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever been proud of your turtleneck? I've never been much of a turtleneck guy, but if I was, I would be proud of it.
I have not been every time I've worn a turtleneck as a kid, it's like it was one of those things that we would go skiing and my parents would say, John, like you got to wear your turtleneck because you'll get cold. And I thought I looked so goofy in it. And so I'd always try and hide it or wear anything but a turtleneck. And then I'd kind of regret it because they look dumb, but they feel nice.
Now turtlenecks are cool.
I wish I had the confidence as a kid to just like wear things that actually helped me.
Yeah.
There was so many times as a young buck that I just wore the things that were like uncomfortable or not like good for me just because they looked cool, you know?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like turtlenecks.
Okay. I used to not really want to wear a helmet, but looking back, I should have worn a helmet.
Yeah, I didn't wear helmets much.
And I would be like, oh, I'll just put my helmet on, but then not buckle it. Because it looks like I look like a loser if I buckle my helmet.
That's
not going to
true.
do anything.
Yeah.
And
I felt way more lame if I had a traditional bike helmet as opposed to like the hard matte skating ones.
Exactly. But you look at any helmet now and no helmet looks cool.
Yeah.
But you should wear them.
Yeah, and like now we're at an age where no one cares that you look dumb with a helmet because that's the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, have you ever attended an ugly sweater party?
Yeah. Actually, I wear an ugly sweater to parties.
But it wasn't a specifically ugly sweater party.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I was a kid, I guess there would be like family ones that we would go to and they'd be like, oh, it's wear your ugly sweater, but I didn't have one when I was a kid and I didn't care.
Yeah.
So technically I went. Does that count?
Yeah, you've been there. Don't fucking lie.
I have attended, yeah.
You've attended. Okay. Oh, sorry, your turn.
Yeah, have you been to an Oscar party?
I actually have. This is like, but like, I don't think this is a white thing, but at my college, like I was in the film program and it was actually really, I didn't like many things about film school, but what I did like was that was the first time ever where I felt that because I was a part of a certain program or like certain thing, I got access to like cool things that I wouldn't have had access to.
Like what?
Well, like, for example, we had this Oscar party where we got to, like, everyone in the film program got to go and, like, there's this nice theater on campus that's, like, for the film students, kind of, for, like, certain classes. And everyone, like, dressed. This is, like, super cool, actually. Everyone dressed up nice. Like, you had to dress formal as if you were at the Oscars. And then we would all go and, like, we filled up a whole theater and just watched the live stream.
What'd you wear?
Like a suit.
Nice.
I looked nice.
Should have worn a turtleneck.
I know. Anyways, okay. Have you ever been to a toga party?
Nah.
Nope.
Have you ever changed the way you sing a song when you're alone?
What's that mean?
Change the way you sing a song when you're alone.
Like,
I mean, I'll
change the pitch or the tone of a song, or what do they mean? They're just.
I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know.
Change the way you sing a song when you're alone?
Probably.
I guess I would sing a little differently if I was alone versus with other people.
Yeah.
I would know that they hear me.
Have you never been the only white person in the room? So has there been a time in your life where you're the only white person in a room of people?
Now,
I
don't know. I can't remember a specific time. It might have happened. I don't know, but
yeah, does like
that's a question I've never really thought about before.
I mean, I've been in I'm trying to think of certain scenarios. I lived in a house where there's been times where it was like me, a black guy, and then a guy who I think is from like Latin America.
Yeah.
So in that case, but there's like three of us at the house. I guess I'm the only white guy, but like,
yeah,
that doesn't really seem like that's what they're asking.
Yeah. No, I to be honest, off the top of my head, I can't think of a situation, but it would be kind of weird to think of that situation and be like, I specifically remember this. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't think I have.
I don't know if that's bad or not.
Well, like, honestly, we just grow up in an area where there's a lot of white people and a lot of Asian people here.
Yeah.
There's not many black people here.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just like just the demographics of where we live.
Yeah, that's true.
Like our friends are all white guys and then one Asian guy.
Pretty much.
Had a couple Jewish friends in high school, but now it's just white. But like if you're Jewish, you're not white. You're Jewish. Right?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
If you're Jewish, you're Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though their skin is lighter.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever given a thumbs up for approval, then nodded?
Yeah.
So that and then nodded?
Yeah,
Wow.
duh.
How's that? Okay.
It's not a white thing. Have you ever owned a pet bird?
No.
Okay.
But I have family members that have.
Here, just to make this quicker, since there's like a bunch of questions, I'll rattle off like 10 or 15, and then you can do some.
Okay.
All right. Have you ever attended multiple Fish concerts in 1 week?
Nope.
Neither have I. Have you ever been outraged over People magazine's choice of the sexiest man or woman alive?
Yeah, when Blake Shelton won, there were so many other options out there. I'm just saying, The Rock, Zac Efron, like I could have named 100,000.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan, has he won sexiest man alive?
I don't know how he hasn't.
If he hasn't, it's a
He
scam.
is the sexiest man alive, without a doubt.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever cried over something Justin Bieber did?
No.
Have you ever done an impression of Creed lead singer Scott Stapp?
No.
Have you ever purposely avoided talking about 12 Years a Slave?
I've never seen that, but maybe that's bad.
No, I mean, that's such a dumb question.
I don't know.
No.
It's weird.
Have you ever defended Nick Cannon based on the performance in Drumline? Have you ever seen that movie? He has a sick performance.
I love Drumline. That's a great movie. It gives me a better perspective of Nick Cannon. It makes me like Nick Cannon more, I think.
Yeah.
I also liked him on America's Got Talent.
So would you say you
I
defend
probably
him?
have, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely defended Nick Cannon. Okay. You descended Miley Cyrus based on her cover of Jolene.
Defended Miley Cyrus? I don't know what Jolene is.
I don't either.
Is that bad?
I don't know. Have you been the ivory part of Ebony and Ivory?
That's just a weird way of wording that question.
I don't like that.
Have you ever watched NASCAR? Duh.
Yeah, I guess. I don't like it.
Have you ever had your pony stolen? Nope.
What? I don't even.
Have you ever wanted to be on MTV's Real World?
Yeah, kind of. I used to watch that and be like, damn, this would be sick.
I've never watched it.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Okay.
Have you watched Saved by the Bell, the college years? That wasn't really our era.
Yeah, were we too young for that?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have you eaten poutine?
I have. Not
what
bad.
even is that?
It's like
Is it like the Marmite shit we ate?
No, it's like gravy or something on like gravy and bacon or something.
Is that
on
a Canadian
thing? It's
thing?
Canadian, yeah. I forget what it is, but I've had it before. It was all right.
Okay.
Have you eaten soup from a bread bowl? Duh.
Hell yeah.
You ever been to Panera?
Durr.
Of course. Have you declared your love for guacamole? No, I haven't. Because
Kyle hates guacamole.
I hate guacamole and I'm allergic to avocados.
I don't know. Like I've had a transitional phase in my life the last few years, I've definitely said that I enjoy it now, but I don't think I've ever outright said that I love it.
Okay.
But it'll happen one day. Have you ever said I can't even and then ended the sentence there?
Probably. I hate that.
Yeah.
Have you ever chased a tornado?
No, I've never chased a tornado. What kind of fucking psychos
White people.
do that?
Storm chasers. I've seen a tornado, but I didn't go after it.
Storm Chasers was kind of a crazy show.
Yeah, I liked it. Have you played the kazoo as an adult? I would. If I
would too, yeah. I'm going to just say yes.
Yeah, same.
Have you ever thought about traveling back in time?
Yeah. What?
Duh. Okay, let's just skip some of these.
Okay. Have you been on a horse in the ocean?
No. Do they mean like the scenes where like
You're
rich
near
white people buy like a photo shoot where you're riding a horse on the beach?
Yeah, probably. No, I have not done that. And I don't really have any desire to ever be on a horse again. So, yeah.
Kyle with the blatant disrespect.
I don't like horses. They scare me. I don't trust them.
You'll go skydiving, but you don't want to ride a horse on the ocean?
Yes.
God.
I have more control over my parachute than I do over a wild animal.
I don't know if that's true though.
I don't know if that's true either.
Like I think you can kind of control that in that setting. You could somewhat control the horse. I don't think the horse is gonna bolt off and just leave you strapped on and like run away.
I'm just saying it could happen.
I guess so.
I'd rather fall to my death than get dragged by a horse.
Okay, fair
Wouldn't
enough.
you?
No, I wouldn't. No.
What about just getting like rear kicked by a horse?
I'd rather have that than fall to my death out of the sky. I'd rather have a horse kick me in the face and kill me than hit the ground and kill me.
Touche.
Okay.
That should be on there, saying touche.
Yeah.
White people love that.
Have you ever bought the clear Band-Aids because all the other ones were too dark for your skin?
No.
No.
What?
What does that mean? Regular Band-Aids aren't even dark.
Are there dark Band-Aids?
Well, even if there are, I wouldn't give a shit.
I don't know. I've never even
I
thought
don't care
about that.
what color my fucking Band-Aid is. I don't care if it's like a Looney Tunes Band-Aid or a...
Okay. Have you taken a group holiday photo shoot with your friends? Our friends would never do that. Why would we do that?
I mean, that's the type of stuff that like I actually want to do more of.
You want to do a photo shoot with our friends?
Yeah, I just want to like have more photos with people of like things that I've done or like.
I have no photos.
Yeah, so I haven't done that, but I kind of wish I have.
Okay.
Because like if all my friends except me died right now, I wouldn't have hardly any photos with any of them.
That's true. No, it is
kind
true.
of sad. Have you ever used the hashtag white people problems because you are white and had a problem?
I wouldn't use that in a post.
And I've never used hashtags in a post really ever.
Yeah. Also, yeah, white people problems. It shouldn't even be
not
hashtag.
a good look.
It's really not. Have you ever been personally offended by a post about white people? No. I usually laugh at posts about white people because they're usually true.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. See my results.
What'd you get out of 100? So that was 100 questions? Holy shit.
I checked 46.
I got 49.
Oh, Kyle's whiter.
I checked more than 97% of quiz takers. My answer was pretty darn white.
Yeah, that's what mine says too. You sometimes miss on high fives, but you have a good sense of humor about it. And even though the majority of your close friends are white, your larger friend group is pretty diverse.
That's what it says for me too.
My larger friend group is not the most diverse.
It isn't, no. Well, I mean, how do you feel? You're white.
Feel pretty white.
I feel white
That's about
too.
what I expected.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you are whiter than me, though.
Yeah, I kind of figured. It's kind of just who I am.
Well, anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. Go take the quiz for yourself and let us know how white you are.
Would love to know. If there's someone whiter than us, please tell us.
I'm trying to imagine if a lot of those questions, like if I gave that quiz to someone else I know, if they'd get drastically more than me. And I don't think that many people I know would get like 80.
No,
you know what I mean?
That quiz wasn't very good.
It wasn't, no.
They didn't even like throw anything in there about socks with sandals or anything like that.
Is that a white person thing?
I feel like it's a white dad thing.
Oh.
Strap-on sandals with white socks.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other white things that it missed.
Cargo shorts.
Avocado toast.
Yeah. I guess it talked about guacamole.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I got something that, not necessarily a white person thing. This is just a thing that kind of annoys me about people in general.
Okay.
I really hate when anyone asks, if I ask something, I hate if I get this response. If they say either I don't know if I can or I don't know if I want to, because 99.9999999% of the time, if someone says I don't think I can, just fucking say no. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Such a dumb response.
Did someone say that to you recently?
Yeah, well, it's actually funny I mentioned this because I wrote this down when someone texted like, "Hey, we're thinking about going to the range today. Do you guys want to go?" And Willig responded with, "My shoulder hurts, so I don't know if I can." And I read it and I'm like, "Nope, he's not going."
Hey, but he did.
But he ended up coming, so I was actually mind blown. But that's because he was like, "Oh, actually, like,
did some
scratch
practice
that.
swings."
I tried swinging and my shoulder didn't hurt that much." But it's like, I just hate when people try and say something to like beat around the bush. Like, if you don't want to go, just say, "No, I'm good, thanks," rather
No.
than, oh, like, I'm not sure if I can, but I'll get back to you. It's like, no, you fucking won't.
Yeah.
You'll text me 3 hours from now saying, hey, man, looks like I actually can't make it, when you knew you weren't going to go.
I've definitely done that before, but I've also done that not trying to say like I know I'm gonna say no later. Sometimes I'll say like I think I even said it to you when you asked me if you wanted to help me like move in the lady upstairs. I said,
How did you word
How
that?
did I word this? I think I said something like I should be able to, and so that to me was kind of me saying like I can do it if something cooler doesn't pop up before then. Like if someone says, hey. The morning of someone's like, hey, you want to go golfing? Like, I'll probably go golfing.
Yeah, but that's dumb because then you've like committed to it already.
That's what I'm saying. That was my way of saying like, I'll commit to it, but like, I'm not fully committed to it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
But that would be a way of me saying that.
Yeah, and I just hate that.
But like, what
It's like
should
either
someone say
commit
then?
or not.
But what happens if
Like if you really don't know, like then yeah, you can say like, you know, I don't know, like, let me figure it out and I'll get back to you. I just feel like almost always that's not what they really mean.
yeah,
If you really mean that, say it.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to just be nicer or say that you don't want to in a better way, it just annoys me more.
no, I agree.
I'd rather say, hey, like, gonna go to the driving range. You guys want to come? If they're just like, no, can't. Like, I'd prefer that.
No, same. but for something like that,
Like
having
helping
someone,
me out in like a month from now.
Yeah. Like, do I really got to lock that into my calendar right now? Like, I could just be like, I can, if I'm around, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But, like, what happens if something else pops up? Because this is so far away.
That's true. Yeah.
That's because I'm not big on, like, I don't want to commit to something if I think that down the line I might want to decommit from that because I don't like decommitting from things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, but then why don't you just say no at the beginning, and then if later down the road you can,
Yeah, then you might have found someone else.
well, then everything's good then.
But not for me, though, because what if I ended up wanting to do it?
You want to help someone move?
If I'm getting paid, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so that was part of the incentive. It was like, okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, then I guess we solved it.
I think we did.
Okay, good.
We're all about solutions here.
Yeah. Well, not usually.
No,
Usually
never,
we pose a
actually.
lot of just questions and don't find any solutions.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Should we hop into the segments?
Let's do it.
Because I have some really good ones this week because I got these last week thinking that they were my segments for last week and I was wrong.
Good.
So today we have A and F of the week, and this is the battle bracket.
Let me grab that real quick. Go ahead and explain what the battle bracket is while I grab it.
All right, so we made a bracket of the best things on planet Earth, and we went for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
16.
6, 16 weeks.
No, 8. Wait a second. Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
trying
or
to do.
no, 1, 2,
Wait a second.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 weeks. We went for 8 weeks. Kyle's math.
Confused.
We did 8 weeks of just random items that we thought were dope, and then we battled them down, and we are now in the final 4. So let's start with this. Today we have the final 4. It is perfect socks versus waking up to a nice unexpected text.
Wow. So how did perfect socks get this far?
Perfect socks are the most underrated thing.
I like perfect socks, but
I think you can't appreciate it because I think all your socks are perfect.
I don't even know if I have any perfect socks. I don't know. I don't know if I have good socks or not.
When you look at your socks in the morning, you roll out of bed and you grab a pair.
Not excited.
But are you like confident knowing that you'll go through the day and that these will be a reliable sock for you? And like you're confident that this sock will do what it needs to do throughout the day?
It depends what I'm doing. I have like I pick my socks based on what I'm doing for the day. So if I'm gonna go to the gym after work, I'm gonna pick some like lower socks that are tighter on my feet that are like athletic socks kind of.
How can you like lower ones for the gym?
Those are just I don't know. I just like those better.
Okay.
Um,
When will you wear higher socks then?
if I'm wearing pants, I'm gonna wear higher socks. Or if I'm wearing like joggers, I'm gonna wear higher socks.
What's that?
I don't like having the little ankle breeze.
Oh,
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that.
Okay.
And then I have some other socks that I'll wear.
But
like,
the ankle breeze you'd get if you wear shorts. Then you get the whole
then
leg
I'm getting
breeze.
the whole leg breeze, but I just don't like the little ankle breeze. I'm not a
Oh.
big fan of that. That's
Okay.
a weird feeling to me. And then I have other socks that I'll wear, like that are shorter socks that I'm not gonna go to the gym in. They're just like
nice
day-to-day socks.
Nicer day-to-day socks.
Yeah, I got some like Adidas socks on right now.
Okay. And do you feel that like do you have a certain one pair of socks that you favor over all the other ones, that if it's clean you'll wear that one pair?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good feeling, right?
It's a good feeling, but I would rather wake up to a text from someone that was completely unexpected, like a very nice text from someone, than be like, oh yeah, I get to wear my nice socks today. All right.
Okay, give me an example of a waking up to a nice unexpected text. What would happen like if you woke up tomorrow morning and got this particular text from this particular person?
It would start my day off on a good note.
But like what might the text be?
It could just be some random person that I haven't spoken to in years, and then they're like, hey, Kyle, I've been keeping up with you on social media. I love what you're doing with the podcast, blah, 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 blah. Or, hey, I thought about this memory the other day. Remember when we did this, blah, 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 blah. It was really funny, and I had forgotten about it, and I'm like, ha, 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 that's so funny. I'm so glad you reminded me of that. That just made my day.
Okay. That's a good one.
That would make me happier than some nice socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that wins.
Okay.
I think waking up to a nice unexpected text
is
our...
It's in our finals.
In the finals.
Top 2 things all time. Waking up to a nice text from someone.
So if you guys, using your deductive reasoning skills as listeners, you should take this upon yourself to send us a nice unexpected DM on PIMS, so that when I wake up and feed my social media addiction by immediately rolling over and opening up Instagram, we could see a nice message from you guys.
And you will feed John's ego.
Yes. And that's what I feed off of more than protein.
Just keep feeding me.
Yeah.
Feed me that ego.
Give me that ego.
Good.
All right.
Cool.
That one I think does deserve to be in the championship.
Yeah, it's one of our better ones. Yeah. Definitely one of our better ones.
Looking back, some of these were not the best.
Dippin' Dots in the top 4 is actually no.
The top
Elite
8.
8. Yeah, not good. Okay.
Well, Kyle, who's your A this week?
All right, my A this week is the beautiful child of Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song. Super random couple, right?
What happened?
They just had a baby.
Is it beautiful?
I don't know, probably, but that's just the most random 2 people ever.
Wait, is Brenda Song?
She was London Tipton from Sweet Life of
Yeah.
Zack and Cody. Yeah, so we got
What the fuck?
London Tipton and Macaulay Culkin, a.k.a. Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. They got a kid. So this kid's going to be just insane in hotels, because Kevin fucking McAllister ran train through that hotel in New York, and London Tipton, well, she ran train through that hotel.
Yeah. But I'm thrown off because I keep thinking that they're drastically different ages, but
I think he's older than her. But
now that I think about it, that probably makes sense, because Home Alone came out in when? The 90s? Early 90s?
Yeah.
So, and he was like a child, and then Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was like mid 2000s, and she was like a teenager then.
Yeah, to like young adult,
20 maybe.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I think he's older than her, but similar ages, I guess.
Okay.
It's just the most 2 random people ever, and I saw that on the internet. I didn't even know they were dating. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is a pretty random. Like if someone just said like, pick a totally random couple off the dome, that could be
yeah, that's up there.
That would be a good pick.
Yeah, and I'm happy for Macaulay Culkin because he's had some rough years.
He has had a pretty wild life. It sounds like.
Yeah, so good for him. Good for them.
That's so white of you, dude, to feel bad about a white guy that had a rough life.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's how white of me.
Okay, my A this week is Bad Baby.
Bahad Bahabi?
Bahad Bahabi. What is no? She goes by Bad Baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like
it's spelled like Bahad
Bahabi. Apparently, she just turned 18 and launched an OnlyFans. I assume you heard about this.
I did. Yeah.
She made $1 million in a day, and I think by now she's probably made like $5 million. So props to her. I mean, if I was like young and had a platform and I've thought a lot about if I was younger than I am now, like if I was just now in kind of like going into college age, sort of, if I was like 5 years younger and I had a following, I might just capitalize on the whole TikTok or on the OnlyFans thing.
I don't blame them. Like, I don't blame her.
It's tough because like I probably wouldn't want my nudes all over the internet for the rest of time, but it's also like you'll never
so
find an opportunity for easier money than that. And it's almost like, as a parent, obviously you probably wouldn't want that, but at the same time, it's like you're really just like you have the possibility to make $1 million in a day, and you're not gonna take it. It's kind of crazy.
I really don't think her parents are a big part of her life, judging by when she was on Dr. Phil telling her mom to catch me outside.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
So I don't think they have the best like mother-daughter relationship. I don't know about her father or anything, but also, isn't it a little weird that she just turned 18, right? And then she made an OnlyFans, and people were like all over that. Like right when she turned 18, it's like,
yep,
it's kind of predator-ish.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Well, like, yeah, the fact that it's a bunch of like 30 and 35-year-old weirdos on Twitter. Yes, they're all fucking weird, but like, yeah, I just, if you're like if you were a dude who's 18, it's not weird, but I don't think that most of them are the 18-year-old guys. I think most of them are like 40 to 60-year-old men.
Exactly.
That's fucking weird.
And that's super creepy. So,
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, good for her. She's making a lot of money. She's really capitalized off the catch me outside thing. That could have been like all-time low. It kind of is all-time low, but she turned that into millions of dollars. So
I mean, honestly am surprised that she has extended her like fame for this long, because a lot of people like that within a year no one cares about. Like, people already don't really care about Lil Pump anymore.
I forgot about him.
He's still famous, don't get me wrong, and he still probably has more money than that girl. But like, I just always see this girl's name, and I'm like, how is she still a thing? I don't know.
Bad Bahabi.
Yeah, bad Bahabi.
Bahabi.
All right, Kyle, who failed this week?
Okay, so my F this week goes to a comedian, who was giving a comedy routine about Prince Philip, and he found out in the middle of making jokes about Prince Philip being old as fuck and how he should die, he died. And so people in the crowd were like, yo, he just died.
Wait, he died mid-set?
Mid-set, he died. As he's making jokes about, maybe it had just happened, and then he comes on, then he starts talking about the royal family, starts talking about Prince Philip, everyone's like, yo, like, he just died. And I watched the video, and he recovered pretty well, and he ended up making more jokes about Prince Philip.
About him being dead.
and people laughed, so
it was a good stand-up routine.
Yeah, he pulled it off well. I mean, I can't even imagine what that would
do
to,
so
like, that would
funny.
throw me off.
Like, what are the odds?
I mean, when you're that old, it's...
Well, I know, but still, like...
Yeah, he was like a ticking time bomb.
Doing a stand-up routine about that guy in particular.
Yeah.
Also, I was on TikTok, like, live today on my personal TikTok, because I don't even know if this is true, but I read that if you go live as soon as you make a post, it, like, helps promote the post more for some reason.
Okay.
But there was, like, these kids commenting, like, rip Betty White, and they were like spamming that. And then I googled, like, did she die? But I saw articles about like Betty White life in color, and it was like photos of throughout her life, or no, her life in pictures or something.
Okay.
And it was but like, I'm really confused as to whether or not she's dead.
You didn't Google Betty White dead?
Well, no, I did, but like, I didn't find any articles. But there were articles about her life in pictures, and that's usually something you post when someone has died.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know. That's weird, but
is Betty White dead?
I also feel like she's always. I see her trending all the time, and I think people always give the fake Betty White is dead trending thing.
Yeah.
Like that. I feel like I've seen that trending so many times, and she's not actually dead.
Oh, she's 99 and she's still alive.
Let's go. Damn, good for her.
Wait, there's an article called Betty White Death. Did Betty White pass away, or is she still alive? It's such a... Okay.
God.
Anyways, my F this week is... Oh, this one's hilarious. Okay. So the University of Kentucky accidentally sent 500,000 acceptance letters out.
Oh.
To all the kids who applied. They normally... So there was a technical issue that caused 500,000 high school seniors to be accepted into the program that usually accepts 36 people. So there was 500,000 kids. They thought they got accepted into a specific program.
You just know there's just some Kentucky kid that's just like, well, I got accepted.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not even that deep of a story. It was just an issue, and I think they sent out another email saying like, hey, actually, you didn't get in. Sorry about that.
Your 1.3 GPA is not going to get you into this. Sorry.
You know what's funny about that is I actually just had a very similar thing happen where I've been applying to jobs, and I applied to this one job, and then after I applied, I immediately like messaged one of the managers or something on LinkedIn, and he basically like, he said, oh, hey, John, I like your stuff. Like, can you do this test edit for us? And I did a test edit, and the video, I thought it was good, and I sent it in, and then he basically got back to me, like, the next day saying, hey, like, I don't think, like, your style fits our style, so, like, we're not going to be moving forward, but thanks for your time, right? So then, like, 3 days go by, and I'm like, all right, I'm looking for other jobs, and then I just got an automated email from the same guy, and it said, hey, John, we just looked through your application and love your work. Would you be down to do a test edit for us?
You should be like, yeah, and then just change your style.
And I thought about responding and saying, like, I assume that this is, like, not real because I've already talked to you about this. But, like, that's kind of unprofessional, don't you think?
Yeah.
I was like, why would he send me an automated email? Like, why wouldn't you just remove my name off the list?
I mean,
it was just weird.
Yeah.
Okay, one more F before we wrap it up. Yahoo Answers has ended.
Yeah, RIP to finding answers from like 2009.
It's so sad because that such a cool website.
It was.
It was the worst answers ever, but it was awesome.
I just always wondered who the fuck is writing answers and who's just on there and like looking for questions and then being like, I know the answer to this one. I got this.
Well, I feel like the people answering were people that had no qualification to be answering your question at all.
Absolutely not.
Or there was a lot of people where it's like you'd ask a question. I went on that site a lot when I was younger, and I remember I'd look at questions and the responses were like, yeah, I actually don't know how to answer this question, but, and then they just like say some other random useless fact.
Yeah. Or people would give answers that just say like, no, I don't know how to do this. And it's like, why'd you even put your answer there?
Yeah.
You could have just not responded. And you could have just not had to deal with this.
You made an account. You signed into that account. Then you took the time to type out this comment just to tell me you don't know how to answer my question.
A lot of work for nothing.
You know what I hate are fucking forums on like help forums on certain companies. Like, I don't know, a lot of computer stuff. If you like don't know how to do something, they're like, oh, go on our forum and post a blog question.
Who's
it's
on
the
there?
most frustrating thing because then I post it and it's usually a problem that I'm trying to figure out quickly. And if I'm going to get an answer, it's going to be in like a year from now and it's not even going to be useful anymore.
Well, it might be. You might still be wondering.
Yeah.
And then you finally got your answer.
Yeah. Maybe a year from now, I'll still be having computer problems.
Probably.
Actually, no, my computer's good. No problems. knock on wood. All right.
Shall we wrap it up?
I wanted to see how long it would take you to say something.
Took like a second. Good. Well, glad we're here. John, where can they find you?
You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Particularly TikTok because I'm doing this challenge where I watch through every single superhero movie ever made. Almost at 90,000 followers on that TikTok.
Wow.
So, yeah. Also, I'm doing longer movie reviews on my movie channel called Hey Narwhal. And that's all linked in the description down below. So if you're into that, go check it out. Kyle, where can they follow you?
Social media, Kyle Stafford 36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast. All that shit.
There's new episodes every Monday and Thursday. If you want cool merch, go to pims.store and you can get t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and pretty soon tank tops.
Patreon.com/PIMS Podcast. We already talked about it earlier. We got all kinds of good stuff there for you guys. It's definitely worth checking out.
Yes. With that being said, love you all so much. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.